What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchet REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. So excited about this video. If you're new to us
and we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
Fact 1. Tulip Tribute, the Netherlands' annual gift to Canada. Every spring, the Netherlands sends Canada a gift of 20,000 tulip bulbs.
Come on, man.
A tradition that began in the aftermath of World War II.
That's fine, yo.
This floral gesture is a heartfelt thank you to Canada for sheltering the Dutch royal family during the war and for the role Canadian soldiers played in liberating the Netherlands.
I gotta remind you.
The blooming tulips each May in Ottawa are not just beautiful, they're a living symbol of friendship and gratitude between the two nations, celebrated annually at the Canadian Tulip Festival. Fact 2. Dutch Genius, a world of inventions. When it comes to shaping the modern world, the Dutch have punched far above their weight in the invention department. The Netherlands is the birthplace of the compact disc, thanks to the tech giants at Philips revolutionizing the way we listen to music.
Okay.
Dutch inventor Jaap Hartsen brought Bluetooth to life, making wireless communication part of daily life. Wi-Fi, something we all now take for granted, traces its origins to the Dutch engineer Vic Hayes, often dubbed the father of Wi-Fi.
See, the thing about inventions, I don't think we take Wi-Fi for granted, y'all. I don't think so. I think people love their Wi-Fi. I think when it comes to inventions, the ideas bounce off of so many people that it get lost on who was the actual starter of this invention. And the person who takes off with it, for real, usually the one who get all the highlights for it. But there's always a person who's like,
that's my idea.
How can I make everything connect whenever we look into it and try to, you know what I'm saying? Like the conversation they had, because it's never like, oh, let's make a Wi-Fi box.
So we don't have to do the dollar. Wait,
that
how L sound?
I have no idea. I really forgot it.
I don't know. It used to take a minute to get on the internet, and then you couldn't use the phone. Remember that, y'all?
In the realm of science, Dutch spectacles gave rise to both the telescope and the microscope in the early 17th century, opening up new frontiers in astronomy and biology. Cornelis Drebbel invented the first practical submarine in the early 1600s, taking human exploration under the waves. The Dutch were also pioneers in safety. The modern fire hose, which saves countless lives, first appeared in the Netherlands in the late 17th century.
No water.
In transportation, the world's first four-wheel drive car hit the streets of Amsterdam at the start of the 20th century, proving the Dutch talent for engineering. At the start of the 20th century, proving the Dutch talent for engineering. The Dutch stock market, established in Amsterdam in the early 1600s, was the world's very first official stock exchange, shaping global finance. The Dutch even gave us the oldest national anthem still in use, Het Wilhelmus, dating back to the late 1500s, as well as the world's oldest tricolor flag. In short, the Dutch knack for innovation has influenced nearly every aspect of our daily lives, from science and music to finance and national identity. Fact 3. Dutch Beats, home of the world's top DJs. The Netherlands is a global powerhouse in electronic music, producing a remarkable number of world-famous DJs. Names like Tiesto, Armin van Buuren, Martin Garrix, Hardwell, Afrojack, and Don Diablo have dominated international charts and festival stages. Dutch DJs are known for their crowd-pleasing energy and innovation, regularly topping DJ Mag's annual rankings and headlining massive events from Las Vegas to Ibiza. Fact 4. King's Day, the biggest party in Orange.
World Cup, something like that.
King's Day, or Koningsdag, is the Netherlands' most vibrant national holiday, celebrated each year on the 27th of April to honor King Willem-Alexander's birthday. The entire country transforms into a sea of orange as people flood the streets wearing the national color, taking part in massive outdoor parties, concerts, and flea markets. Amsterdam's canals overflow with decorated boats, and the atmosphere is pure joy. For one day, everyone in the Netherlands becomes a reveler, making it one of the world's most unique and joyful street celebrations. Fact 5. New York's Dutch beginnings, from New Amsterdam to the Big Apple. Long before skyscrapers dotted the Manhattan skyline, New York was a humble Dutch settlement known as New Amsterdam, founded in the early 17th century. Dutch traders established their colony at the southern tip of Manhattan, bringing with them their customs, architecture, and business savvy. The legendary Peter Minuit famously purchased Manhattan Island, and the colony thrived under the rule of Governor Peter Stuyvesant. Even after the English takeover in 1664, Dutch influences remained, reflected in local place names, city planning, and even traditions. The Dutch legacy is still felt today as New York stands as a bustling symbol of international trade, multiculturalism, and the pioneering spirit brought over by its original settlers. Fact 6. Dutch pioneers in space, reaching for the stars. The Netherlands has a proud legacy in space exploration, playing an active role within the European Space Agency and producing astronauts who have truly made their mark. Wubbo Ockels became the first Dutchman in space aboard the Space Shuttle in 1985, inspiring a nation. André Kuipers followed, spending months aboard the International Space Station and conducting vital scientific research. Dutch technology and innovation continue to support key space missions, proving that even a small country can achieve big things beyond Earth's atmosphere.
No, I like that. I don't think that astronauts get enough credit unless there's like this crazy thing that they figure out whenever they're out there and they come back and say, hey world, look what we figured out. Then we want to show you all us going back out there to do it again. Other than that, it's like we don't really hear too much unless that's an article that they always put out that people can, you know, read about. But other than that, it's not public enough, I feel.
I think it's because that's all we think about when we think of astronauts. But I feel like if we were aware of what it takes daily to be an astronaut, like think about Hidden Figures. Yeah. The women who figured out the scientific math problems, right?
Right.
All those, like it's more than just people going to space.
Exactly.
If they, showcase that more, then that went into a whole other topic.
No, I mean it makes sense though, because how can people? I mean, we know that science is there when it comes to being an astronaut and stuff, but what does it take? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what are those credentials? How are we putting that on a pedestal for people to be like, as a child, oh, that's interesting. I think I can go down that rabbit hole and try to be that. Instead of being like, oh, you out of space? I want to be one like you one day.
Right. It's more than just going out of space.
Exactly.
They have daily jobs.
Exactly.
So,
it needs to be talked about.
It needs to be, yeah.
Fact 7. Early allies. Dutch support for American independence. The Netherlands played a pivotal role in American history, being the very first country to formally recognize the United States as an independent nation in the late 18th century. Dutch-held St. Eustatius famously fired the first salute to the American flag in 1776, signaling diplomatic support. Dutch bankers also helped finance the young United States during its struggle for independence. This early partnership created a bond between the two countries that endures to this day, proving the Dutch commitment to freedom and international friendship. Fact 8, Dutch in disguise, everyday English words with Dutch roots.
Oh, we discovered that.
Many words we use in English every day have surprising Dutch origins. Take cookie, which comes from the Dutch word koekje, or coleslaw, from koolsla, meaning cabbage salad. Even Yankee is believed to have Dutch roots, likely from the name Jan Kees. Words like dollar, stoel, and sea bass also come straight from the Dutch language.
I can see how
These linguistic influences are leftovers from the era when Dutch traders and settlers were busy shaping the New World, quietly leaving their mark on the vocabulary we still use centuries later. Fact 9. Dutch Golden Age, a mighty maritime power and global legacy. In the 17th century, the Netherlands stood as the world's pre-eminent maritime and economic superpower, a true giant of the Golden Age. The Dutch Navy boasted the largest fleet on the seas, outclassing...
One thing about it, we always have a lot of information that's thrown at us. Yeah. Every time we're doing these reactions, right? And so I am interested in knowing, how do the Dutch feel about Louisiana's coastline disappearing? And I say that because we have our wetlands account for like 60%, 40 to 60%. It's either 40 or 60% of the wetlands in the United States. And they just got rid of a contract that was actually preserving and protecting the lands from global warming. Mm-hmm. So now that that's gone, they have no funds to protect it. So how do y'all feel about that?
That's a good question.
All rivals, and enabling the Dutch to establish a globe-spanning empire. From colonizing Indonesia to landing in Australia, once dubbed New Holland, the Dutch left an unmistakable mark on the world map. Even New Zealand owes its name to the Dutch province of Zeeland, honoring the country's royal heritage. Dutch settlers founded iconic New York neighborhoods, naming Brooklyn after Brooklyn and Harlem after Harlem, both Dutch cities. During this era, Dutch merchants and explorers connected continents, created vast trading networks, and left their legacy in place names, cultures, and even languages on nearly every corner of the globe.
Oh Lord.
The legacy of this mighty seafaring nation still shapes our modern world in ways both visible and hidden. Fact 10. The French king who won Dutch hearts, Louis Napoleon's unlikely reign. Few people realize that the first king of Holland was not Dutch, but the younger brother of Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte. Louis Napoleon arrived in the Netherlands in the early 19th century and quickly became beloved for embracing Dutch language and culture. He took Dutch lessons, distributed aid to disaster victims, and even looked the other way on illegal trade with England, much to his brother's frustration. When Napoleon demanded 40,000 fresh Dutch troops for his armies, Louis dryly replied that there simply were not that many men left, thanks to earlier drafts. Louis's reign ended after just a few years when Napoleon recalled him, disappointed in his loyalty to the Dutch rather than to France. Yet the Dutch were genuinely sad to see their caring king leave. His time on the throne left a surprising legacy. The Dutch warmed to the idea of monarchy, paving the way for the Prince of Orange to become King Willem I when monarchy returned. Fact 11. Dutch education, innovative schools, and free rides for students. The Dutch education system stands out for its structure, accessibility, and progressive perks. Education is compulsory from the age of 5, but most children start primary school at 4. After primary education, students move into one of several secondary tracks based on their academic interests and skills, ranging from vocational to university preparatory programs. This tailored approach ensures every child finds a path suited to their abilities.
Makes sense.
The Netherlands also makes life easier for students by offering free public transport for those attending higher education, so getting to school or university is both easy and affordable.
No
Buses,
excuses.
trams and trains are packed with young learners, making daily commutes a breeze. Dutch schools often encourage creativity, independent thinking, and multilingualism. Many students graduate fluent in English and at least one other language. With modern facilities, practical teaching methods, and supportive policies, Dutch education is considered one of Europe's best, setting up young people for lifelong success. Fact 12. Dutch retirement. Government-backed security for all.
Uh-oh.
The Netherlands is known for its solid and straightforward retirement system, designed to support citizens through their golden years. From the moment a person starts working, the government automatically enrolls them in the National Pension Scheme, called AOW. Contributions are deducted directly from salaries, so no one has to worry about setting up their own pension. Everything runs smoothly in the background. When Dutch residents reach retirement age, they receive a guaranteed state pension, regardless of their job history or income level.
But that makes sense because it makes a person want to stick with one job.
Yeah.
Kind of
if they pay well.
Yeah, if it's paying well, of course, and get that incentive at the end, because you don't got to fill out nothing. They're gonna do it for you. It's automatic.
Well, if it's automatic, they'll be able to go to any job in. I don't even know the U.S. system, okay?
Yeah, but again, it's like you was talking about. If it pays well, right? So that raise kicking.
Employers also provide additional private pension plans, creating a strong financial safety net. The process is remarkably hassle-free. Applications, calculations, and payments are handled efficiently by government agencies. This means retirees can look forward to a stable income, excellent healthcare benefits, and plenty of leisure time. It's a system that has earned international respect for combining reliability, fairness, and peace of mind for every Dutch citizen. Fact 13. Sinterklaas, the Dutch Santa who inspired a global legend. Long before Santa Claus soared through American Christmas tales, the Dutch were already celebrating Sinterklaas, a white-bearded saint who arrives each December on a steamboat from Spain. Dressed in bishop's robes and riding a white horse, Sinterklaas brings gifts and sweets to well-behaved children, sparking excitement across the Netherlands. The beloved holiday is full of...
Okay, so is this the controversial... What's the little thing? Was it the little boy? We did videos on it. I forgot exactly what it was. But the suit on their faces, that looked okay. I know we have watched the controversial things, but that one was okay.
Are they supposed to be elves?
Yeah, like the little helpers.
Yeah, with the little dirt on their nose and stuff.
Yeah, like
the whole face is.
No, the whole face. That's what it was. I can't think of the name, but it was the whole face that was the controversy. But if it's like that's okay.
Yeah, little smudges here and there, but
right, we ain't gonna bring it back up, but that picture looked okay.
Songs, parades, and playful rhymes. Sinterklaas's helpers, called Zwarte Piet or Black Pete, have been the center of controversy in recent years due to their blackface costumes and old racial stereotypes. While some see the tradition as innocent,
I don't get it.
Others view it as offensive and outdated. This debate has sparked nationwide discussions and led to many changes, such as Soet Piet, who sports smudges instead of full blackface.
Yeah, the smudges is okay.
Regardless of the evolving tradition, Sinterklaas remains a cherished part of Dutch culture and the true inspiration for the modern Santa Claus known worldwide. Fact 14. Dutch culture, directness, pragmatism, and the art of complaining. Dutch culture is famously straightforward and refreshingly honest. If you ask for an opinion, be ready for the unvarnished truth. The Dutch take pride in their ability to offer constructive critique and don't shy away from saying what's on their mind, whether it's about politics, food, or everyday life. Complaining or klagen is practically a national pastime, but it's rarely just negativity. It's a way to bond, problem solve, and keep things running efficiently. Time is treated as a valuable asset in the Netherlands, so people dislike delays, pointless meetings, or beating around the bush.
Be on time.
Conversations are direct and efficient, focused on solutions rather than small talk. This pragmatic approach extends to all aspects of life, from business to personal relationships, creating a culture where nothing is wasted. Not time, not words, and certainly not opportunities for improvement. Fact 15. Elfstedentocht, the legendary 11 cities ice skating tour.
What's this?
One of the most iconic Dutch traditions is the Elfstedentocht, or 11 cities tour, a nearly 200-kilometer ice skating marathon through the frozen canals and lakes of Friesland. This epic race connects 11 historic towns and has become the stuff of legend, largely because it can only happen during the coldest winters when the ice is thick enough. The last Elfstedentocht was in 1997.
Okay, so that definitely looked like an event that we would love to attend. But when we come to the Netherlands, is the 11 cities, like, is that the good cities that we need to tour? You know, like, let us know now, you know, future reference.
So you get on that ice?
I didn't say that. I said, like,
a 10?
No, I said, maybe it do look fun. Yeah. I may make it a mile or two before falling. But the 11 cities tour, like I said, like a good start of visiting the Netherlands. Let us know.
Yeah, everybody gonna be outside.
Other than just Amsterdam, you know.
As mild winters have made suitable conditions rare.
That's so cool.
Each winter, as soon as the temperatures drop, excitement sweeps the country. Locals and ice masters anxiously measure the thickness of the ice, with entire villages competing to see who can skate first. The most infamous race, known as the Hell of 63, saw bitter cold and fierce winds that turned the event into a true test of endurance, with only a fraction of the thousands of skaters finishing. The Elfstedentocht remains a cherished dream for Dutch skaters and spectators alike, symbolizing grit, community spirit, and the magic of a Dutch winter.
That's so cool. Our first time hearing
Thank you for exploring.
Yeah, that's hard. And we're gonna stop right there. Make sure you guys check the channel out. I like that. That was something more interesting that we've never heard before. So bringing more facts like that, I think that's pretty cool.
Yes. Okay, guys. We hope you guys enjoyed learning about this country with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.